What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Blazing Shay, aka Shay Baby. And like always, I'm here, there, everywhere. And I have a really special guest with me. Please introduce yourself for us.
What's up? I'm DJ Djjues.
Djjues. Okay, what's up? What's up? Tell us, where are you from? How long have you been DJing? And, what made you get into that?
Yeah, I'm originally from New York. Been
Mm.
in Georgia for a long time though, so Atlanta's definitely home. Been DJing for like 7 years now, and
How'd you get into it, too?
I got into it like I used to go to parties and shit, and
Did it start off like you was going to high school parties and you was into it, or was it more so college? Like, when was you realized like, okay, yeah, I want to get into this because I like what's going on.
yeah, so initially you just go just to have fun or whatever.
Right?
But,
Yeah, for sure.
so like I heard some bad DJs, so I was like, I can do this shit. Like
Who's the DJ? Kill the DJ. Yeah.
I don't want to say his name because I fuck with him now.
No, I wasn't actually telling you to say. I'm saying like that's what you think when you go to parties and it be whack,
I thought
right?
you were saying, yeah, definitely.
You
I thought you
somebody.
said do it.
No,
All right.
no, we not gonna do
Okay,
that.
so I just started hearing like bad DJs and shit, and I don't know. I think I downloaded the app on the iPad, and
Oh.
I started playing around with that. And I actually tried to do a party with that one time, and I did freaking terrible. It was like my first time because I could do this in the party now type shit. So yeah, I just went from there. I actually went and bought like a actual DJ board and shit.
Yeah. So, are you self-made, self-taught, or did
Yeah.
somebody actually come in and kind of show you the ropes, or a little bit of both?
Nah, well, all right. So I used to go to a club on the east side. It's a strip club on Moreland Avenue, Blaze.
Okay,
I
I
used
heard
to
of
go there.
Blaze.
Yeah, I used to go there. So I was like, what, 22, 23 then, and just listen to them. I listened to the DJs and what they was doing. Then I go back to the crib and just practice and like record my own mixes and shit. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So tell us, some of the clubs that you are currently working at now. Look, work out. Do you work out? Shoot. What are
too.
some clubs? Me too. That you are working at that the followers can check you out and listen to how you mix and spin.
I'm at Onyx right now.
Okay.
Yeah, Onyx Gentlemen's Club. That's in Buckhead. I know a lot of y'all probably heard about that. The rappers and stuff. Like, if you
Yeah.
ain't going to Magic, you going to Onyx.
Yeah, that's all I hear. Or Blue Flame. I hear that a lot too.
Yeah. Blue Flame is popping, definitely. But yeah, definitely come by Onyx. You can catch me there. I'm on a day shift. I work some nights. Just, at DJ Djjues. Make sure you add DJ Djjues on Instagram. And that's where we at with it.
Yeah. So, what would you say is your favorite genre and why?
Rap.
Why?
I mean, that's just what I always, being around like the older guys when you growing up and shit. That's what they was banging when they was outside and stuff like that. So yeah, I just gravitated towards rap.
Yeah.
That was what I was always into. I like all genres. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
I like
A
R&B.
DJ pretty much is
Yeah.
diverse. You gotta be as a DJ, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I like everything. I can play anything, but 99% of the time I listen to rap.
Yeah. Who would you say are your top 5 favorite rappers in the industry? They could still be doing music, they could be old heads, whatever. Who are they? If you had to name 5, if you can't give me a good 5, what about top 3?
All right, 5. So I grew up in the 90s. I'm 30 years old now.
Okay.
So my favorite rapper is Jay-Z. I listen to Jay-Z.
Okay, and because you're from New York.
Yeah, so that would be one, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Kanye West,
Okay.
Jeezy. Yeah, because Jeezy around like 2005, that's when Jeezy started bubbling. T.I., I think that was the 8. 50 Cent was a big part of like middle school era. He was a monster back then. I still fuck with 50. 10, I don't know. That's a hard one, the last one. Who would you put at 10?
Oh, look, he done flipped y'all.
I'll put the bad one on you, like the last one.
He done flipped it on me. Okay, who would be the last one that I would put on the list? Well, I asked you, so it may not match with what you're saying, but because none of those people actually, y'all, my list would have been totally different.
You're a little younger, right?
Yeah, I'm a little younger,
Yeah.
yes. My list would have been totally different from his. I probably would have named Future, Drake, Lil Baby. Future, Drake,
They all
Lil
fire.
Baby. because we doing rappers. Future, Drake, Lil Baby. That's 3. So that one of them 3, because I'm doing top 3 then. One of and bring it back to him. One of those 3 that I just named would be what would be last on your list. Then I would pick one of those people. Yeah. Tell us about a time maybe you DJ'd at a party and it was wow. What is one of your wow moments or wow parties? What happened? What'd you see? Anything? What's the party life like? What do you see that a lot of people may overlook or don't really see because they're coming to have fun and to just party and just get turned up? What is something you like? Wow, that's wow. I would have never really noticed if I wasn't up here DJing. Or do you notice? Do you be in tunnel vision? How's that?
Yeah, I definitely look at like everybody in the crowd. So I started like my first few parties was in Albany, so I would go down there and DJ with my friends, with Dion and JD.
Okay,
so
shout out to Dion and JD, dirty word. What's up?
Yeah, definitely shout them out. So I would do those. So that type of crowd is definitely different from what I see now. Like that type of crowd, you just see people going, like college students going crazy. You know, like really ain't nothing out the norm for real.
Right.
Just a lot of rapping and dancing and stuff like that. But here now in Atlanta, I'm in strip clubs. So I try to be in tunnel vision, but you got naked women dancing. And then you got the weird customer over here in the corner. You got people at the bar. You got money flying in the air because I mainly do strip clubs.
So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, yeah. A lot of legal and illegal things. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of illegal, why he trying to put it out like he just the innocent one? Y'all, before this interview, he over here like, if I trip out, because I ate an animal. Like, what? Why are you eating animals before this? No, I'm just kidding.
No, a few hours ago, but you know what? It kicked in like, I swear to God, when you text me.
I looked at my eyes.
I really was. I mean, I do notice it, but definitely because you said something for sure.
I ate it at 1. Like 1 o'clock.
Have you ever had an edible before?
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel? Yo, I've never talked about this on my podcast, okay? The phone time like, yes, honey, giving us something different.
Edibles are, that can be a really intense high. Like, it's really intense and it can drag on for a long time.
I hear this.
It can put you down, actually. Yeah, so you gotta
put you down? Like you wanna lay down, sleep down, or
I couldn't move one day. Like I was on an edible.
Dang, it's kind of like
really
Xans.
Yeah, except for Xans, you know.
I remember that. I'm laughing.
That shit.
So how are you feeling right now? How do you feel?
I'm good. I feel good. Like I've been, like I told you in the beginning, I've been DJing for like 7 years. So
Onyx is probably like the best point.
No, I mean like with the edible.
Oh, with the
How
edible.
do you feel right now? Yeah.
I feel like not too high.
Okay.
I'm good. Like I'm just like in a relaxed state.
And then what are some of the things you do before you DJ? Do you take shots? Do you get high? Like what makes you, really get you going?
Most of the time I'm just walking around talking shit with somebody, whoever going with me. So it ain't like no special thing I do. I just try to make sure like the one thing I do is try to make sure like the last few records that just came out and went viral, like I don't be wanting to miss no songs or nothing. So
that's smart.
Yeah, I mean, I drink throughout the night. Like the drinks are rolling. Like as soon as the music is going,
the drinks are rolling.
Yeah,
He's not just now.
I cannot smoke and DJ. But
okay, you can't smoke and DJ, but you can drink and DJ.
Yeah, it's slow.
Why is that? What's the difference?
My thoughts just be like way slower when you're smoking.
Okay.
That's just too calm. Like don't nobody want no cool
Okay.
DJ. Yeah, you gotta be like ready to go.
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
So I can't smoke on DJ.
Yeah. Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words. What would that be? We want to know a little bit about your personality.
Spontaneous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not much of a planner, like with everything.
Okay.
Most of the time, it's like, all right, we get there. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay. I like that.
Very detailed. Like I pay attention to detail, like a motherfucker.
Okay.
That's a big deal for me. Like with whoever I'm dealing with too. I don't like too many questions. Like.
But he's on this show, and I'm just.
No, you. Yeah, you good.
How ironic.
Yeah, you good. And I guess the last trait, I don't know what you would call, like, I can be really to myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. A little bit reserved.
Yeah.
And I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I like that. All of that is very well balanced because being spontaneous and then being reserved, those are kind of, I'm not going to say they just are complete opposites, but they're on two different ends of the spectrum, you know, because usually people that are spontaneous are more outgoing, you know, instead of reserved. But I definitely, that's good. That's a good, you know, mixture. You need to know it's a time to play and a time to party.
Yeah.
You know, you believe that?
Yeah, definitely.
Leave us with, I guess, a little bit. We want to tap into your DJ journey. What's one thing or a few things that you noticed along your journey, your growth? What have you, you know, accomplished, or something that you could say like, I used to do this, but now I did this. I really have seen my growth. What would that be?
I see my growth like just throughout like the low, like I did the lowest of the low of like, you know, strip club and stuff. I did the bottom of the barrel. I did a strip club called Commotions. It was in LaGrange. This is a whole
Commotions, and was that the lowest one?
in
I
LaGrange.
got the name Commotion.
Yeah,
A lot of commotion was going
a
on.
hole in the wall.
A lot of commotion.
Yeah, terrible. So just like,
I thought we wasn't dropping names. He's dropping the
my
names of
bad.
these clubs. No.
oh my bad, yeah. I wasn't supposed to do that. But yeah, so just from that, going from that to like, all right, starting in downtown Atlanta, Goosebumps, then went over to this side of town and did this, and I double back around, did some like very low key things, and now I'm at Onyx and everything. I can see the progression in that. Like that's just like very clear. You can see the progression, like so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, I know that I said that was the last thing, but leave us with how can the people, you know, reach out to you to not only just come check you out and see how your DJing style is, but to book you. Do you do private events? Do you do parties? Is it only clubs? Do you work with people's prices? You don't got to name prices now because I don't know if that varies from client to client, but tap into that for us before I let you go.
Yeah, I do private events. I just did my first wedding like last weekend. I just did my first wedding, so I learned a lot in that process because, like I said, most of the stuff I'm doing is just lit. But I do private events, birthday parties. Like I said, you can find me at Djjues on Instagram. That's Twitter.
You got to tag anything you say when you're DJing?
I just be talking shit. I'm in a strip club, so I be saying crazy. I drop a DJ, you know, recorded drop, but most of the time I'm just talking like the wildest, craziest shit you can think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. Y'all heard it from Djjues himself. I'm Shay Baby. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.